welcome back to another episode of What's Going On right here on Relationship Entertainment Television. I know you guys have already liked, shared, and subscribed, so we're going to get right into this video. So this past week has been a little heavy. I mean, these past few years have been a little heavy, right? And so recently, this past weekend, Ricky Smiley came out and said that he's lost his son. So over the weekend, Ricky Smiley made a post on Instagram letting his fans know that he had lost his son, Brandon. Now, I feel like we watched Brandon grow up, if you guys have been following Ricky Smiley. And I want to just send condolences out to Ricky Smiley and his family. That is an unfortunate thing. No parent wants to think about having to bury their child. Along with that, the footage for Tyree Nichols was released, and that whole situation was also crazy. If you haven't been following that, Tyree Nichols was a 29-year-old man who got pulled over, I believe, for reckless driving allegedly. And in the end, he was beaten to death by 5 cops who have since been indicted and charged for second-degree murder because he died 3 days later after the incident. Now, these are just two of the recent situations, but if you really sit back and think about it, we have been in traumatic times for the last few years. So many things have happened. I'm sure we could all come up with the list. And so it got me to wondering, how do these people deal with traumatic stress? Or how can we deal with traumatic stress? Because I feel like a lot of people may be suffering with that because these aren't the only situations that are happening in front of our eyes. It could be something that you witnessed. It could be something that you heard about in great detail. You know what I mean? I mean, everybody who was watching the football game with Damar Hamlin, that could have added some traumatic stress to people because they watched him have CPR performed on him on the field and go into cardiac arrest. So there's no telling what people are suffering with out here. And I think that is what leads to a lot of these other situations. So some people may say, oh, I'm fine. I'm not stressed out. None of this stuff affects me. I'm not surprised. But we wake up every day and we have no control over what we're seeing scrolling through Facebook, scrolling through Twitter. A lot of people have even seen traumatic videos accidentally just by scrolling through their social media. So I want to talk about a few things that could help someone who's suffering from any kind of stress. I mean, even if you think you aren't stressed, these things will probably make you feel good. So the first thing is self-care. Anytime you feel any amount of stress, the first thing you should default to is self-care. I mean, that has to do with sleeping. That has to do with what you're putting in your body. That has to do with drinking all your water. That has to do with relaxing and protecting your peace. That has to do with physical activity. Move your body. So that's the very first thing that we all should indulge in whenever we feel any sort of stress, let alone traumatic stress. Another thing that I love to do is take a break from social media because these are all someone else's thoughts. I'm going to tell you a few things that happen when you do take a break from social media. I'm always talking about mindfulness, and when you take a break from social media, you have so much more time to explore what's going on in your own mind, and it reduces stress levels and anxiety. And you will probably be surprised at how much of your stress is coming from social media. And the last thing I'll say is, you will kind of improve your brain functioning because there's all kinds of drugs out here, and you might be saying, I don't do drugs, but if you are addicted to social media, you would have the brain functionality of an addict when they're dealing with the drug, but your drug is social media. So social media breaks are great. And the last thing that I'll suggest is see a therapist, because sometimes the people that you think are your therapists, i.e. your friends and homeboys, they don't know what they're talking about. All of the things that I suggested, you can do those in general just to make your life better. But definitely try some of those things if you feel like you're dealing with any kind of stress, especially traumatic stress, okay? We've been through so much. I know it's easy to get wrapped up into your own little bubble, like, oh, I'm working from home, or I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm blessed and highly favored. But there are a lot of people out there who are dealing with a lot of stress. So anyway, I just wanted to offer that. We're going to go into something a little bit more light, and that is the Entrepreneur of the Week. So this week, I'm going to combine the Entrepreneur of the Week with this great story, and you'll see why in a few minutes. This week's Entrepreneur of the Week is Mr. Ed Hennings of edhenningsco.com. And I'm going to show you his website, and I'm going to show you how you can get in touch with him, see what products he has, and hear his great story. I'm going to include all the links below so you can read all about him, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about him right now. So I came across Mr. Hennings in a networking situation, and his story is great. This story was so interesting to me, so I'm going to read you guys a little bit, and I'll drop the link in the description below so you can watch the video and hear the rest. So the title of the article is, After Prison, Milwaukee Man's Trucking Business Delivers Inspiration. A Milwaukee man who spent nearly half his life in prison has done more than turn his own life around. He's helping others in the city. One of Go Time Trucking goals is to help people who are struggling in life get back into the driver's seat. It's not just about trucks delivering items, but inspiration. He's an example for everybody because so many of us were Ed. His story is our story, said one of his employees named Todd Jones. There's Mr. Ed Hennings right there. So Milwaukee-born Ed Hennings says he is in the inspiration business. He is the first to tell you, when he was young, he took the wrong road in life. I said, who am I fooling trying to go to school and do all these things? I really belong back with the guys in the neighborhood, just making the fast money, Hennings said. Once you go one way down that road, change is the hardest thing for any human being on earth. A big change came when Hennings went to prison in 1996, convicted of a first-degree reckless homicide. He said he used his 20 years in prison to build momentum and turn things around. Your struggle is actually a blessing, he said. Hennings got out of prison in 2016 and went on to start a barbershop, his own shoe line, and his company, Go Time Trucking. Now he wants to lead by example, giving employees like Jones the key to rerouting their lives. Hennings holds Zoom calls every Saturday to help people learn how to get into the business and into a truck of their own. He has information about those classes available online. Now, I wanted to talk about him because we have so many of our brothers and sisters that have gone to prison or have been locked up for some time, and when they come back out into society, it's not always easy for them to get back on their feet. And so this guy's story is very, very interesting because, as you can see, he not only created one company but three. But he was on Fox 6 this past weekend in Milwaukee, and so it's interesting what he's doing. But I checked out his shoe line in particular, and I just want to share that so you guys can see, again, somebody came up with the creation, they brought it into fruition, and now it's out here. Before I show you guys this, I'll just go ahead and say I love the product, but you guys get in the comments below and let me know what you think. Did I get this one wrong? First, I want to go ahead and take you to his Instagram. When I take you to his Instagram, you're going to see the product all over the page, okay? But we are going to go and take a peek at the website as well. But I'll just tell you what it is. The shoe line is what I really, really like. The shoe line is what we're going to look at, and he has some steel-toe boots on there, and then he has some other soft shoes for guys that, I think they're hot. So guys especially, chime in below and let me know what you think. So this is his Instagram, and as you can see, we are already following him. It's edhennings.ceo, the Grind by Design footwear store. Now, you cannot tell me that some of these shoes don't look slick. Okay, it looks like he just came out with a new collection here, and this is called the Melanin Series, Boots by Ed Hennings, out now. Ultralight duck down jacket by Ed Hennings, coming soon. I think that looks official. What y'all think? These are some of the other shoes that he has, and I'll show you guys the ones that I was kind of like, oh, what are these? These right here, I like those. I love those. Y'all get in the comments below. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to check out his website, okay? We're going to check out his website so you guys can see some of the things that they have. So it looks like he has some signature belts. And he has some trucker hats, of course, because you guys know he has the trucking company. Here are some of his products. As you can see, he has steel toe footwear as well for my men who need stylish steel toe wear. The rest of these that don't say steel toe are just regular shoes. What do y'all think about that? I really think that he has a great product right there. So if you know somebody that needs steel toe shoes and they want to be a little bit stylish with it, or if you know somebody that likes this kind of footwear, definitely check him out. Okay, it's time for the yay or nay segment. I'm going to show you something and you're going to get in the comments and type yay or nay, okay? The first thing is, if you're familiar with Doja Cat does a lot of unique things, especially when it comes to the way that she dresses when she goes to these events, okay? But most recently, there was an event where she wore an outfit where she was fully covered in crystals. And I want to know what you guys think. Did she do it or did she not? Yay or nay? Let's look at it. Okay. Yay or nay? She was covered in 30,000 Swarovski crystals applied by hand for the Sherpelli show in Paris. By hand. What do you think about that? Yay or nay? Is she... Next thing is kind of crazy to me, okay? What do you guys think? Yay or nay? If they paid you $2,000 to clean this manhole, would you do it? We're going to look at these comments really quick. 2,000 what? Someone says. Somebody says 2,000. Nah, but truthfully, I would do it for 2 million. Somebody says the real question is, why is he so comfortable in there? Okay, so what I want to know is, how much does he get paid? Because you would have to pay me a lot for that to be my job. He does look like he's just cool with it. Like, yay or nay? What do you say? Okay, so I just want to say this next one is just yay or nay. Now the comments are already off the hook. They're like, ew, no, oh heck nah. There are other dishes in there. I don't care if there's other dishes in there or not. That never needs to go in the dishwasher. See, this is why I always say you have to be careful about people's houses that you go over. Like, I don't know, like if you're washing the toilet seat inside of the thing, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yay or nay? You guys let me know. Get in the comments below. Okay, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about what movies are coming out in 2023. Comment below. Let me know if you have any others to add to the list. But these are the ones that seem interesting to me so far. Okay, there's a Creed Part 3 coming in March. John Wick Chapter 4 is coming in March as well. I don't know if you guys have followed the John Wick train, but I probably will see number 4. For all the Marvel fans out there, Guardians of the Galaxy is coming back with another installment, Volume 3 in May. Haley is in The Little Mermaid, and that comes out in May, so I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. Now, this is another movie that's coming out that, I gotta say, I always do watch the corny black movies, and I'm not ashamed of it. But this year coming out is something called The Blackening, and it has Yvonne Orji in there from Insecure, and Jay Farrow is in there. You know how they always say in a horror movie, the black person always dies first? Well, this group of black people in like this horror comedy film or whatever, but who is gonna die first amongst the group of black people? So anyway, comment below. Let me know if you've heard that any of those are coming out. Are you going to watch them? Do you have any to add to the list that you're looking forward to? Okay, All right, I've been in you guys' business enough today. That's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you get in the comments, like, share, and subscribe. Share this video with somebody. Don't forget you can still download the app for iOS and Android, and you can still find us on Roku TV. I'm your girl, Demita Joe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Hey, it's your girl, Tia Robertson. I'm the host of Entrepreneur Insider. Right here on RETV, every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern for entrepreneurs and news that you need to know about. See you there.
Welcome to What's Going On? My name is Demita Joe. Each Wednesday, you can find me here at 3 p.m. I'll be over here discussing different things that are going on and try to bring you a boost of positivity for your week because we all need this. We're going to share some feel-good stories. We might find a hometown hero. We may take a look at some trending topic. And sometimes we might even find a lesson in a not-so-warm and fuzzy story if we can. I'm Demita Joe, and I'll see you guys on the next episode right here on What's Going On?